Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We are back watching some Frieren. I believe this is episode 23 called Conquering the Labyrinth. We're going to go ahead and check this out and see what this one's about. I don't know if we're getting right into the next leg of the tournament or exam? Yeah, exam. But there's some ruins, so let's see what the hell is going on with them.
君たちの中にも噂を耳にした者はいるだろう。だが身構える必要はない。試験は至ってシンプル。一級魔法使いを目指す者ならば難なく切り抜けられるものだ。
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm calling shenanigans. You didn't get that reputation for no reason. So you sitting there talking about, oh, I know you guys may have heard some rumors about how horrible and strict my tests are and how I never pass anybody. But don't worry. This one's super easy. Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Ain't falling for that crap at all.
君たちには霊落の応募の攻略を行ってもらう。合格条件はただ一つ。霊落の応募の最深部までたどり着くことだ。争いは好まない。よってたどり着いた者は全員合格とする。
See, the explanation is simple. Sure. The explanation is super simple. Get to the bottom of the doobly-doo. It's like, okay, that's fine. Sounds super simple. What the fuck is in this cave? What is in this dungeon, yo? Like, how has nobody ever returned from it? I kind of like the pairings, like just kind of how everybody has broken into these familiar groups or whatever, and how the one murderer chick is stalking that other dude and she won't like leave him alone. She's like locked her fucking sights onto him and she has not left his side since. And I don't know if they actually have any established groups like they have to keep the groups as before. They just said everybody needs to get to the bottom. So like, is it okay? Like, everybody is allowed to help each other? Like, how does this work?
徒党を組んだところで仲間を助ける義理はないし、いざという時は捨て石にされるリスクまである。特にあんたはダンジョンに詳しいようだしな。俺は一人で。
I mean, that seems kind of asinine. It really feels like the best option would be to go through together. Like, I get where he's coming from. Like, you can't trust all these people to ensure your safety or to look out for you like you would look out for them. So only having one person to think about or have to worry about, which is yourself, seems beneficial, but that's only under the only under the assumption that you can survive literally anything that's going to come at you in this dungeon.
行くよ、フェルン。いいんですか、フリーレン様。協力はダメだね。もう成立しないよ。では私は君たちについていこう。君たちが一番安全に最深部にたどり着けそうだ。
Oh, really? Just from looking, huh? You can assume that these two are gonna have the best chance of survival? Or maybe this is just an excuse because she wants to examine the person who broke the barrier. I think that's probably it, honestly.
ここが一番安全なルートだよ。マッピングしながら慎重に進もうか。
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fucking phone. When the hell did we get mini-map magic in this? How you just gonna pull that out of nowhere? We've never established that there's mini-map magic in this show. That has never even been hinted at. That's crazy that they just pulled that out of nowhere like that.
ヒンメルがダンジョン好きだったから、魔物の討伐以来でたくさんのダンジョンに潜ったんだよ。ダンジョンが好きってどういうことですか？言葉通りの意味だよ。ワクワクするんだってさ。
Well, yeah, because he was the player character. Like, of course he loved dungeons. Like, he was the main character of the story, so yeah. That's how it is. You drag your companions onto a whole bunch of dangerous dungeons because that's exactly what a main character would do. Gotta get that loot, man.
なぜだ俺たちの目的は最深部にいる魔物だいつになったら学ぶんだアイゼンダンジョンは一つの階層をすべて踏破してから次に進むものだ冒険者の常識だぞ
That's right. Dude, I am the same way when it comes to RPGs. Like, if I go somewhere and it's just like, okay, this looks like the place I'm supposed to go to, then it's time to turn around because that means I have not explored all of this yet. So I know where I'm supposed to be now. So let's go back. Let's finish exploring the rest of the dungeon so I can get all the secrets and hidden shit, and then we'll proceed to the next one because that's just the way to do it, man. Like, there's no other way.
旅が進めば命がけのダンジョンも増えてくる
そうだそうだ最後まで楽しみよ楽しく冒険してダンジョンに潜って魔物を倒して宝を探して気がついたら世界を救っていたような
Yeah, man, dude, I never understood people who will play an RPG with a big, vast, robust world, like massive dungeons and all these places to explore, these little crevices and secrets to find, and they just run straight through the story and then beat the story, and they're like, all right, play the whole game. It was fun. I'm just like, what? You did, like, that wasn't even an adventure. You got held by the hand and walked on a guided tour.
それに分かれ道の先にあるのは珍しい魔導書かもしれないしな
何やってるの早く戻るよ
That's all he had to say to convince Frieren. Like, yeah, there might be a grimoire something. She like, oh wait, hold up. I didn't expect that part. You didn't say nothing about the fact that we may have missed a magic tome or something. Now that's different.
気に食わなかったんだろうさより賢い連中が残ったそう思えばいい少なくともこの中にミミックのような単純な罠にかかって足を引っ張るバカはいない
That's a good way to think about it. That is a good. You've weeded out all the idiots and you're just left with all the pragmatic people. So there you go. Well, quote unquote idiots. Needless to say, Frieren will most likely find herself in the mouth of a mimic at some point anyway, but that's neither here nor there.
ミミックですフェルンその魔法の精度は 99% だよ残りの 1% を見破った偉大な魔法使いたちがいたからこそ歴史的な発見があったんだ
Yep, well, we definitely called it. Like, I don't understand how you could be this old and have this much experience and keep falling for this specific one thing. I don't understand. Without fail. Every single time.
ついていく人たち間違えたかな
I knew she was gonna say that. She just like, this cannot be happening. There is no way that this is the person who broke the barrier. We literally did a test to tell you whether or not it was a mimic. We confirmed that it was a mimic. All of her life experience has told her that this thing was a mimic. Yet she still got eaten by the mimic. Bro, what was that? That was legit. She turned her defensive spell into an offensive one. That was sweet.
下がっている。やはりダメか。やむを得ん。瓶を割れ。
So yeah, it's starting to make sense why a lot of people didn't make it out of here. This place is full of extremely lethal traps. All the traps I've seen in here thus far are like, you're dead. If you get caught in this trap, you die. And that's it. That's it.
はいこういう時はね逆に押し込むんだよミミックがおえってなって噛むのやめるから犬か何かなんですか
Wait, what? That's interesting. I mean, sure, practically it does make sense, but like, I thought mimics were like bottomless voids or something, like Kirby boxes. Like, I thought they could swallow and eat anything they put in their mouth, like that was the point. The average human being is much larger than most mimics, it seems like, in this universe, so what's the point? Like, if they can't actually eat anything, then what's the actual danger? Because it don't seem like they chew you or anything, they just put you in their mouths. She got caught in them many a times, and they never try to, like, bite her in half or some shit, so, like, what's the actual threat of mimics in this world, other than just getting stuck and looking stupid?
縦ロールになっちゃった時々髪型変わっていたのってそういうことだったんですねなんでじゃあ気を取り直して攻略を進めるよ
I like how she still has that air of confidence about her, like we didn't just have to watch that whole scene take place. And I like the fact that she's like, well, I didn't want to explode it from the inside because I just didn't want to mess up my hair. So like I said, what's the threat of these mimics? If you if you have the luxury to make that decision, then it's just an inconvenience at that point.
こっちは正規のルートっぽいから引き返すよなんで
Bro, she got stuck. Again! It happened again! As you can see though, Himmel has made quite an impression on her because she is having a really good time exploring this dungeon. And they found the main route and she's like, alright, that's the way we need to go. Let's turn around and finish exploring. So yeah, Himmel has definitely made a really strong impression on her.
私がわからないのは君だよフェルその若さで君ほど優秀な魔法使いは見たことがない相当な修練を積んだはずだなのに君からは情熱も執念も感じない不思議な子だ
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, she is super strong for her age, but she doesn't seem to have a drive or ambition to do anything, really. She just kind of seems to be just floating through life and following Frieren wherever she goes. Because there doesn't seem to be anything she aspires for. She doesn't have any passion or interest in really anything outside of sweets and eating food. She seems to just like traveling, but I don't know. Like, I'm not sure what drives her or why she's doing what she's doing, and I don't know if she knows either.
フリーレン様はガラクタみたいな魔道具を集めて楽しそうに笑っていましたつられて笑ってしまったんですきっと私がそんなフリーレン様の姿が好きだから一緒に魔法を追い求めているんだと思います
Man, it's kind of interesting that her motivation is basically linked with her master's motivations, which is Frieren is learning that enjoying the company and the happiness of the people around her and the people that she travels with or whatever was a key factor to her own happiness, and she didn't even really understand why she even wanted to do any of the things that she wanted to do, but it's because of the fact that her companions were happy also. And that's great, honestly, you know. Because she's saying her reasoning now is, you know, Frieren and seeing her smile, and she enjoys to see her happy, so she sticks with her. You know, but what happens when there's no Frieren? What happens when there's no, Stark?
そろそろ先に進みましょうやっぱり君たちについてきて正解だったようだきっと君たちならこの過酷 なダンジョンも楽しむことができる。
I am kind of curious about the girl who gave the exam too. She's got this kind of aura about her. She says she's a pacifist and she doesn't like fighting and stuff, but she doesn't seem to have any issue sending people to their death in this dungeon. She did offer a guaranteed way for them to get out, though, which is good. But she also seems to be very interested and pleased with the fact that Frieren and Fern, well, mostly Frieren, seems to be actually enjoying exploring the dungeon.
霊落の応募が難攻不落だったわけだぜ。まさかこんなものがいるだなんてね。シャルフは俺を、エーレはシャルフを狙え。俺はエーレを叩く。
Okay, that's interesting. So now we're faced with the fact that you have to basically figure out how to defeat yourself, or at least copies of yourselves, which is probably, like I say, a really good reason to have other people with you, because as you can see, he assigned everybody to somebody else. He didn't assign anybody to fight themselves. And I think there's a reason for that. I don't know. But, huh. Alright.
だがこれほど完璧な他者の複製は見たことがない。魔力も技量もラオフェンと同等だった。所作もそうだ。記憶さえも利用している可能性がある。
あまりいい気分じゃないね。
So if they also adopt the personality traits, then it's very important that you understand thoroughly what your own weaknesses are. Because if you don't understand what your weaknesses are, then you could probably easily get defeated by yourself. Interesting.
電源、あれも対処できるのか。
一つだけ言えるのは、これが試験でなかったらわしはとうに瓶を割っておる。
Oh, fuck, dude. Wait a sec. So you can get attacked by copies that aren't of the group that you're currently in? Bro said, if this wasn't a test, I would have left this bitch a long time ago. As soon as I saw that silhouette, I'd have been out. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. Talk about super fucking unlucky. Wow. Bro, that's just not fair. That's just not fair at all. Man, how are they gonna deal with this? The messed up part is, whether they got Frieren or Fern, they would have been probably equally fucked. That's the sad part, is it would have been bad either way. So who's gonna get Fern? I don't know. But man, I automatically assumed that you were just going to get copies of people that were already with you. Never considered that you would get a copy or a double from somebody who wasn't even in your group. That was something I didn't even think about, but holy crap, that's going to be rough. We'll see. I mean, I feel like they're capable enough to figure it out, but man, that's... Especially if she has the exact same mana, like everything else is the same. Good luck. But anyway, that was a great episode. Really good as usual. This show never disappoints, as I always say. And I'm looking forward to the next one. So guys, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that sub button, especially if this is your second, third video. If you've watched my channel a few times before and you haven't subbed already, go ahead and hit that sub button. And yeah, everybody have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out.